Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, today we're talking about something very important, not just for learning English but for everything in life. The topic is why consistency is more important than talent.
That's a big one. A lot of people believe that talent is everything. But the truth is, being consistent can take you much further.
Absolutely. We've seen this in English learners too, right? Some people are naturally good, but they don't practice. And others may struggle in the beginning, but they keep going little by little.
Exactly. And those are the learners who really improve. So today, we'll talk about why consistency is more powerful than talent, share examples, and give you tips to stay consistent in your English journey.
And we'll even do a fun role play later, comparing a talented but lazy learner with a consistent one. It'll be fun and useful.
So grab your notebook, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, and let's dive in. Are you ready, Jason?
Always ready, Julia. Let's get started. Okay, Julia, before we go deeper into today's topic, let's first explain two important words: talent and consistency. What do they really mean?
Great idea, Jason. So first, talent. Talent means you're naturally good at something. You don't need to try too hard. For example, someone might be talented at singing. They sing well even without much training.
Right. Or a person might be talented at learning languages. They pick up new words quickly and understand grammar easily, almost like magic.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Talent is not everything. Talent is just a starting point. Now, let's talk about consistency.
Yes. Consistency means you keep doing something regularly. Even if you're not perfect, you keep showing up. You practice again and again.
For example, someone may not be talented in English, but they study every day, even just 15 minutes. They keep learning, practicing, and slowly getting better. That's consistency.
And in the long run, the consistent learner will often become better than the naturally talented one who doesn't practice.
Absolutely. Talent can help you in the beginning, but consistency helps you grow. It's the key to real success.
So, in short, talent is natural ability, and consistency is daily action. And guess what? You don't need to be born with talent, but anyone, yes, anyone, can be consistent.
That's the beautiful part. No matter your level, you can choose to be consistent, and that will change your English learning journey.
Well said, Julia. Now that we know what talent and consistency are, let's look at why talent alone is not enough. All right? So now we know what talent and consistency mean. But let's go a little deeper. Julia, have you ever seen someone who's very talented but doesn't work hard?
Oh yes, many times. In school, I knew a boy who was great at English. He understood quickly, spoke fluently, and didn't need to study much. But you know what happened?
Let me guess. He stopped improving?
Exactly, because he relied only on his talent. He didn't do his homework, didn't read, and thought he was already good enough. After some time, the other students who were practicing every day got better than him.
Wow, that's such a common story. Talent can sometimes make people lazy. They feel like they don't need to try.
Yes, it's like they're stuck in the same place while others are moving forward slowly, step by step.
And here's another problem. When talented people face something hard, they give up more easily. Because they're not used to struggling. They think, if I can't do it easily, maybe I'm not good at it.
That's true. But consistent learners, they already know learning takes time. So when something is difficult, they keep going. They don't give up so fast.
Exactly. Talent can be helpful, But if it's not supported by hard work and consistent effort, it doesn't lead to real success.
Think about learning English. If you only speak English when you feel like it, maybe once a week, you won't improve much, even if you're talented.
Right. But if you practice every day, even just 15 minutes, you will see big results after a few months. That's the power of being consistent.
So, the problem with relying only on talent is simple. It's not enough. It may give you a good start, but it won't carry you to the finish line.
And for our listeners, this is great news. You don't need to be the smartest or most talented person in the room. You just need to show up every day and put in the effort.
Yes, success doesn't belong to the talented. It belongs to the ones who keep going.
Well said, Julia. Now, let's make it more fun with some real-life stories of people who succeeded with consistency. All right, now it's time for some real stories. Julia, do you have an example of someone who wasn't super talented but became successful through consistency?
Yes! Let me tell you about one of my students. Her name is Amina. When she first started learning English, she was very shy and slow. She didn't understand much grammar and her pronunciation wasn't clear.
Sounds like a tough beginning.
It was. But here's the thing. Amina never gave up. She practiced English every single day. She watched short English videos, listened to podcasts like this one, and even kept a journal in English.
Wow, that's real dedication.
Yes. After 6 months, her confidence grew. After a year, she could hold full conversations. And now, she works as an assistant at an international company.
That's amazing. She wasn't the most talented, but she was the most consistent. That made all the difference.
Exactly. And Jason, do you have a story too?
I do. I always think of Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba. When he was young, he failed many exams. His English wasn't great. In fact, he was rejected from many jobs, even KFC.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, but he didn't give up. He practiced English every morning by talking to tourists in his city. He did this for years. That's how he improved through consistent practice. Later, he became a global business leader.
That's such an inspiring story. It shows that consistency isn't just for school. It works in real life, too.
Absolutely. And here's one more quick example. Famous athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo. He wasn't the most naturally talented when he was young, but he trained harder than anyone else. That's why he became one of the best in the world.
So true. Talent can help you start, but consistency helps you finish strong.
And for our listeners, don't worry if English is hard right now. You don't have to be perfect. Just keep going. Even 15 minutes a day can change your life.
Yes, be like Amina, be like Ronaldo. Just show up every day. That's the real secret to success.
Well said, Julia. And now, let's have some fun with a role play. A talented learner versus a consistent one. All right, it's time for our role play. Julia, are you ready?
Yes, in this role play I'll be Lina, the talented English learner. And Jason, you'll be Sarah, the consistent learner who works hard every day.
Perfect. Let's go.
Hi, Sarah. How's your English learning going?
Hey, Lena. It's going well. I'm learning a little bit every day. I just finished a short podcast and practiced 5 new words.
Really? You're still doing that daily stuff? I don't need to. English is easy for me. I already know a lot.
That's cool. But I still make mistakes, so I try to practice every day. Even 20 minutes helps me improve.
I don't have time for that. I just speak when I feel like it. I've got talent, you know.
Sure, but how often do you practice?
Maybe once or twice a week, or when I have free time. I don't need to work that hard.
I used to think that too. But now, I can understand movies, join English chats, and even write emails at work.
Wait, really? But I'm the one with natural talent.
Yes, but I'm the one with consistency. I've improved so much because I didn't stop, even when it was difficult.
Maybe I should start practicing every day too.
You should. Talent is a gift, but it doesn't grow without effort. And seen. That was fun, Julia.
Yes, and I hope our listeners got the message. Even if you're talented like Lena, you need to practice like Sarah.
Right. Consistency always wins in the end.
So, listeners, ask yourself, are you being consistent with your English?
If not, don't worry. We're here to help you get there. And speaking of help, let's talk about how consistency helps you learn English faster in real life. All right, so let's bring it back to what really matters for our listeners, learning English. Julia, why do you think consistency is so important for English learners?
Good question, Jason. Learning a language is not something you can do all at once. It's not like learning to ride a bike. You need to use it regularly to remember it and improve.
Yes, language learning is like growing a plant. You don't pour all the water in one day, you water it a little every day. That's consistency.
Exactly. And when learners are consistent, they remember more vocabulary, they understand grammar better, and they become more confident when speaking.
And let's be honest, most people don't forget because they're not smart. They forget because they stop practicing.
That's so true. I've seen many learners who started strong but stopped after a few weeks. Then, when they returned, they had to start all over again.
Yes, but the students who just kept going, even for 10 minutes a day, they made real progress, slowly but surely.
Also, consistency builds habits. When you study every day, even just a little, your brain becomes used to English. It starts to feel natural.
That's the goal, to make English a normal part of your life, not something scary or difficult.
So if you're listening to this and thinking, I'm not good at English, just ask yourself, am I being consistent?
And if the answer is no, don't feel bad. You can start today. Just do a little bit every day. That's where the magic happens.
Yes, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Daily, weekly, regularly. That's how real English learners grow.
And we'll be with you every step of the way. All right, Julia, should we talk about some common mistakes learners make?
Absolutely. Let's go there next.
Okay, let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes English learners make. Starting strong, but stopping too soon.
Oh, yes. I've seen that so many times. In the beginning, people are super excited. They download apps, buy books, watch YouTube videos. But after a week or two, they stop.
Exactly. They expect fast results, and when they don't see big progress right away, they get discouraged.
Right. But learning a language is like going to the gym. You don't get strong in one day. You need time, patience, and effort.
That's why stopping too early is so dangerous. People say, I'm not improving, but they only practiced for a few days or a few weeks.
Yes. If you give up after 1 or 2 weeks, you miss the chance to grow. You were just starting to build a habit.
And sometimes learners stop because they feel embarrassed about mistakes. But mistakes are part of the journey.
Exactly. You learn by doing, by trying, failing, and trying again. So don't stop because it's hard. Keep going, even when it's slow.
So here's the message. Don't quit too early. Stay consistent, and your progress will surprise you.
Yes, you might not see it right away, but little by little it adds up. Trust the process.
Well said, Julia. Now let's share some helpful tips for staying consistent, especially when things get hard. All right, Julia, we know consistency is key, but sometimes it's hard to keep going. What tips can we give our listeners to help them stay consistent?
Great question, Jason. Here are a few simple but powerful tips.
Tip number 1. Set small, clear goals. Don't try to study for hours right away. Even 10 or 15 minutes a day is enough to make progress.
Yes, small goals are easier to reach and they build confidence. For example, learn 5 new words every day or practice speaking for 5 minutes.
Tip number 2. Create a routine. Pick a regular time every day for your English practice, like after breakfast or before bed.
When it becomes a habit, it feels natural. You won't have to think too much about it.
Tip number 3. Use things you enjoy. If you like music, listen to English songs. If you like movies, watch shows with subtitles. Make learning fun.
Yes, enjoyment helps keep you motivated. It doesn't feel like a chore.
Tip number 4. Find a study partner or join a group. Practicing with friends or other learners helps you stay accountable and motivated.
Absolutely. It's easier to keep going when someone is learning with you or cheering you on.
And last tip, celebrate small wins. Every new word, every conversation, every step forward is progress. Give yourself credit.
That's so important. Learning English is a journey and every step counts.
So remember, consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up little by little every day.
Yes, and if you miss a day, don't worry. Just get back on track the next day.
Great advice, Julia. Now, let's challenge our listeners to start a simple consistency challenge. Okay, listeners, now it's your turn. We want to challenge you to try a simple 7-day English practice challenge.
That's right. For the next 7 days, practice English every day for at least 10 minutes. You can read, listen, speak, or write, whatever you enjoy most.
It doesn't have to be perfect or difficult. Just do a little every day.
Try to make it part of your routine, maybe after breakfast or before you go to bed.
And don't forget to keep track. You can use a notebook, a calendar, or an app to mark each day you practice.
At the end of the week, see how you feel. You might be surprised how much progress you made.
And remember, consistency builds habits, and habits build success.
So are you ready to take the challenge? We believe in you.
We'll check in with you next time to hear how it went. Good luck. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Remember, talent can help you start, but it's consistency that will take you all the way.
Yes, no matter your level, if you keep practicing every day, you will improve. Just keep going, little by little.
Don't be afraid of mistakes or slow progress. Every step counts on your English journey.
Thank you so much for listening. We're proud of you for choosing to learn and grow.
See you next time on the English Learning Podcast. Keep practicing and stay consistent.
Bye, everyone. Keep shining.